hair.
That looks wonderful. Tilted towards me a little bit. Yeah.
We could bring it in even closer.
No, well,
Yeah.
we don't want to break things.
Okay, I want my glasses and I feel like naked. But then if I do have my glasses, I have rings.
So do I. Look at right in my eyeball. Wait, there. Look at me. I'm like Darth Vader.
Are we live? I said scheduled, but it looks like we're live.
I think we're live.
All right, we don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing either.
Okay, new timeout lengths. You can put people in a timeout for different lengths. Okay, got it.
It's our first time, so if this is actually going, we apologize.
Let's see. Edit top chat. Okay, there's chat. Nobody's here.
Should I see if it's there?
Yeah. We could watch our own live.
We're gonna look. Oh, look! I got an alert. Moto Yogi. Ah, we're live.
Oh, hi, we're actually live. Oh my god. Oh, there's one person on. It's you.
Oh, it is me. All right. Well, technically, we're live in 2 minutes, so whatever.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to use this. I said schedule it for 8:45.
Yeah.
You guys coming back to Stubborn? Ooh, SG60. Who is SG60?
I don't know who SG60 is.
We talked about coming back to Stubborn, and we're not really sure because there's a lot of other stuff to do.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We made a lot of friends.
George.
We got to hang. Oh, it is George. Okay, so I was saying if George is down there and Gabe and Grayson,
yeah.
Are you going?
Need spotted cow. I got you, man. I got you.
Well, George, you're in Texas, right? Because I will be in Texas. Can I bring spotted cow on the plane?
No. Well,
I could check some spotted cow. I'll be in San Antonio for work.
Maybe
in March.
I don't know that I'd bring check beer on a plane. It might freeze in the belly of the plane. Abilene, Texas.
All right. Well, I'll have to see.
Yeah.
If I can smuggle some beer to Texas in the airplane, maybe.
George,
or if he comes down, because you might go to Daytona.
Depends on the weather. Like if there's no snow in the forecast for a week and a half, I'm going to Daytona.
Okay.
So we'll have to see and yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, his in-laws are driving down. They'll bring some. There you go.
There you go. Perfect. And George, do you have any big plans for this year for riding? We'll kind of ask you that question and see if anybody else joins up. Doesn't even say that he's watching.
I think he's gone. I don't know.
No, he's not gone. He's still there.
Well, anyway, I mean, we could start to kind of talk about plans. We need help from other people, so we need to figure that out.
Yeah. So our dog is.
I don't think you can hear her because she's not close enough to the microphone.
Okay. If you can hear something groaning, it's the dog.
So I also feel like, hello, test. Like, see the little green light? We are live. You can't just fart on the air. Ryan. Tell this man he can't fart in the air. Yes, Maggie, I agree.
It happens.
Jeez Louise.
It just happens. You have no control. No, you don't.
Pushed it out. Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to have a podcast.
Drink of water.
It's going to consist of him bodily functions. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know who's going to watch this. And it's going to save it, right? And so we'll get to see, and people could give us feedback. So we are planning our 2024. Yeah. I have some work trips coming up, so we kind of had to wait on that so I could plan around what was going on for work. And now I have the schedule through the spring. I don't know what my May, June, and July schedule will be. So I'm trying to figure that out. So really, before we can solidify dates of things we're doing, I need to get that solidified.
Yeah, but well, our one trip that we kind of have pretty much planned out and the dates planned out. So
I mean,
I mean, we
it
kind of do.
depends. I gotta find my calendar.
She's gonna go find her calendar. I'll just sit here and entertain everybody by farting.
Dude, you're so embarrassing.
You love me.
Oh my god.
She loves me.
No,
So we're just waiting for more, if anybody, to join us on YouTube. And we'll see what happens here.
I feel like I have to delete this because you farted on here. This is my channel. There's no farting on my channel.
What is going on? My phone.
I think we should start over
Well,
and erase this one.
It's 8:48, so I'm gonna start over. Texas Iron Motorcycle Rally in May, Stubborn in June, Twisted Sisters in between. Solved. See?
Oh, there we go. So Twisted Sisters is on the list.
It is on the list of things to do. If by chance I do go down to Florida, I'm probably trailering halfway because it'll be 30 degrees here with maybe some snow on the ground.
I think you should trailer the whole way with my bike in the trailer.
And then just come over to Texas afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Texas, the Three Twisted Sisters is on the list.
I would miss curling for like 3
places
weeks.
to go, and we're supposed to eat at the Bent Rim.
The Bent Rim.
That's all I know.
Yep.
Let's see. What other things? Well, I went through the whole, like, all the last year plans and things we did do, things we didn't do.
Got a room for you if needed. Well, I
All
appreciate
right.
that.
I'm writing that down. How far are you from the Twisted Sisters?
I would imagine he's a good distance.
Well, I mean, Texas is huge, right? So
Texas is
4
huge.
hours. 4 hours. So it'd be a nice ride. Well, let's see. So we really talked about wanting to do the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yep.
You've wanted to go to Niagara Falls. I've never been to Niagara Falls, so we talked about doing that. At home in Wisconsin, we have Door County, which is kind of, I don't know, Cape Cod-ish, right? It's a little sort of resort string of towns up in the peninsula of Wisconsin.
Excuse me.
Lots of restaurants, lots of nature, hiking, curvy roads, forests, whatever. There is a really curvy road right up at the top of the very top part of the county.
Yep. It's very beautiful.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
So Door County's on the list of places. I want to do some camping.
What's up, Brian?
Hey.
Mr. Full Throttle Hog. I can never go back.
Yeah, good. If you haven't checked out Full Throttle Hog's latest film, amazing.
I can never go back.
Amazing. So yeah, we're working on filling the dash. We're gonna take video someday, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll get like.
We'll just do a documentary and we'll give it over to Ryan to edit it for us.
Eighth as good. I've gotten better at editing.
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying Ryan loves editing long films.
Well, he's fantastic at it.
He's very good.
All right, so Door County. We talked about going to Michigan.
The original Bagger Daddy.
Yeah. You should have wore that shirt tonight.
I should have. I don't know where it is.
Oh, well, I know where you can get another one. We talked about going across the lake ferry to Michigan and then doing the tunnel of trees or something.
Oh, well, that's further north of there. We have to save that for a different time.
But then coming around Lake Michigan around the top.
Then you could do the tunnel of trees.
So maybe that. Barb is out in Crested Butte, Colorado. Colorado would be awesome, I think, on a bike.
I think that's the following year.
Fine.
We can't do 2 epic trips in
And
the same
then
year.
I want to go to the West Coast, and then I want to go to Utah, and then I'm gonna just quit my job and do all the things. Yeah.
Cannot quit a
Can I
job.
retire early and just ride?
Only if I win the lottery
Live on
tonight.
the road. Okay, you win the lottery.
If I win the lottery tonight, you can retire.
All right. So
By the way, I didn't buy any tickets.
all right. So along with Blue Ridge Parkway,
Yeah.
I have a cousin that lives out there. His second cousin. He owns a cabin resort, Scottish Woods log cabins. It is just south of Murphy, North Carolina,
In the Smoky Mountains.
in the Smoky Mountains. So we're gonna go stay with him at some point, and he's about an hour from the Tail of the Dragon, Cherry Hollow Skyway. So
Blue Ridge Parkway.
so we're
it's
gonna
all
hit.
there.
We're gonna stay with him a couple days, visit, catch up, and do some riding in that area of Tennessee, North Carolina.
Yep.
And then
He's a Ducati guy.
he is a Ducati guy. He he said they're motorcycle friendly. They've got a garage full of them. Wheels Through Time. Ooh. I don't even know what that is.
I'm not sure where that is either.
So now, George, I'm writing all these things down.
So anyway, we'll stay by your cousin. We'll do the Cherahalla, Tail of the Dragon. We'll be there for probably 3 days ish.
Yeah, just kind of chill. Because
And
we're gonna
then,
ride down there from home, and it's we mapped out it's about
like
13 hours.
Yeah, 12
12
and
hours.
a half.
12
Yeah. Probably 13 by bike because you have to stop for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll probably split it up into 2 days. Get through there or get down there. And then,
maybe Nashville on the way down.
yeah,
Or
probably.
Knoxville.
We'll probably
or-
drive straight through to Nashville and just stay there one night and go visit our guy Tony.
Oh yeah. So a friend of ours plays guitar out there in Nashville for a few bands. Backstory on the riding and the want to do long trips. So last year Scott went to Arizona Bike Week in April, and
Where I got stood up by Full Throttle Hog. Just saying.
where you were doing some research, and that's how you found Ryan and his channel. As far as what does it take to do a long distance cross country trip? Kind of what you're in for, what to expect. At the time, I don't know what I was doing, but I don't have a bike that really I'm going to probably ride to Arizona. So I had
I think you were just working.
maybe. I had my 2008 Fat Bob, which I love. Betty, she's an awesome, cool bike, but it's a little tough riding long distance. I went on my first long distance ride last May to Nashville from here, 650 miles one way. We split it up into 2 legs.
She rocked it.
I rode down with a group of friends. You met us down there. He was going to bring the trailer because my friends were like, yeah, we'll just bomb home all
You
the way.
guys left on Wednesday.
Well, we left on Wednesday. We're going down in 2 days. And
Yep.
then they said, when we're done with Nashville, we just want to ride all the way home in one day. And I was like, I didn't even know if I was going to make it down there. I'm like, well, I'm not riding all the way back. There's no way I can do that. And so he was going to bring the trailer down. So we leave Wednesday.
You
had
I had
to stay in Molons. We get to Paducah, so like 3/4 of the way there.
effing
Paducah. Place smelled like fish. More
It's a beautiful.
there's
It's a
stories
beautiful
on Paducah we can go
Paducah,
into later.
Kentucky. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, but we stopped there. You caught up with us, and we rode into Nashville. And I called you that night after we got to Paducah, and I was like, "Yeah, just ride down. You don't need the trailer. I'll be able to ride back. Even if we needed to take 2 days, I figured I would be good." So that was my first long distance trip, and I was really super anxious going into it because I had no idea if I could physically do it.
Yeah, I wrote down. I left at like 2:30 in the morning.
You did, and I was like, "All right."
I wrote down.
Crazy.
I wrote down and met them for lunch in Paducah. We had lunch, and then we jumped back on the bikes and drove to Nashville.
Yeah. So then we had fun in Nashville, stayed at a little Airbnb outside of town.
It's a quaint little neighborhood.
Yeah,
Crack
right by the Dollar General and the
lady.
crackheads. Oh my God. Yeah, we made it out of Nashville alive. We headed home. Friends of ours, one of them got a flat tire. The Nashville potholes
in
Nashville.
no.
Hang on, I'm talking about the potholes.
Yeah, no. Where'd
In
she get the tire?
effing
Flat.
Paducah.
Effing
No,
Paducah.
but I think it was from the Nashville potholes.
I-
They were potholes that were like 4 feet long
They were
and that wide and
they were
like
like
that
full
deep.
city
Like you could
blocks of
get your
potholes.
whole tire in there.
Yeah, it
Well,
was pretty bad.
she had some. We filled up for gas in Paducah. We got out of the city, hit gas, and then we were gonna just go. She got a flat tire, so we had to go find. She left her bike there. We had to go find a U-Haul. It was like a 40-minute drive.
Long story short,
they were going back to
We left them
Paducah to
and
pick
went
up the
back.
bike, and they're like, "If you guys just want to go," and we're like, "Okay, let's go." So, there's no use all of us going back there. Anyway, we went and we were going. It was pretty good. Like I was getting comfortable after riding all week. I felt good. The highway felt good. It just.
yeah, I pull off at a rest area,
And he's like, "Let's
"Why
get
are we
off."
stopping?"
And I was like, I want to push it till my gas light goes on. I want to know how far I can go because we were with friends that had more gas guzzling things, so we filled up more often on the way down. Yeah, but we kept going.
Yep.
We made it about 45 minutes from home at sunset, and we were hungry. We stopped to eat. And then I was like, yeah, like, let's go. I want to get home.
She was a trooper.
And we did 650 miles in one day. That was like, then I felt like I could do anything, sort of
Maybe we'll
take
do
on
an iron butt then.
just
See how
the
you do there.
names in the Midwest crack me up. The names.
Like Oconomowoc,
Yeah. We made it to McGuanago.
Muskego,
And yeah, so we got home that night.
Winneconne.
And so at that point I was like, okay, like I can do this. Then for the convoy, Great American Convoy with Adam Sandoval, you went out there to North Dakota, met up in the Dakotas.
South Dakota.
Sioux
Falls.
And then I didn't go. You were going to go. You went, and then it was going to rain the next day or something. You beat the storms out there.
Ryan didn't.
Ryan did not.
Ryan got wet.
Yeah. And then I just decided the one day that I was just going to get up and leave my house at 6 a.m. and ride to meet you in Iowa.
And she did.
And so I rode by myself 190 miles. And I really liked riding just by myself.
All right.
And going. And
Have
I can
a nice
do
trip.
it. Well, whatever. I don't mind riding with you. But it was just nice to just kind of get on the road and go and be
Maggie's
like, hey.
getting in the shot.
Going. Anyway, so I said, I'm going to start looking for a touring bike because I get pretty beat up on Betty with the wind. I don't like putting the windshield on because it doesn't look cool.
Doesn't look cool. Doesn't feel the same. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get back to what we're talking about here.
So we went to Florida in November, and if you saw the video,
By the
see,
way,
I should have prepared that so I could have linked it
Ryan
somewhere.
wants to know when your next video is coming out. He asked me that earlier today.
My next video is going to be all about the Toys for Tots ride.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Where Scott may or may not have bought a teddy bear bigger than me to donate.
He was waving at people when I drove down the road.
Yeah, so that's my next video. But where were we? I bought a brand new bike. For my birthday, kind of, and it's a touring bike. It's a Road Glide Bash Johnny, and after getting on that thing, and we put on like 450 miles in a couple days down in Florida. It's so easy to ride and it's so fun. I feel like I could ride all day. So now I'm just raring to go for long trips. I probably will be anxious before we leave again, but we are going to hit some of the things on the bucket list. What?
We got off track. We were discussing our trip, what we were doing.
Yeah, and why and how we decided like we're going to do long distance things.
we're spending 3 days down in the Smoky Mountains riding the Tail of the Dragon, Charahola Parkway, and then after that, after those 3 days, we're gonna ride the Blue Ridge Parkway up to Afton, Virginia.
And
Probably spend the
then-
night.
Yeah.
Spend the night there, and then we are going to ride to Niagara Falls.
And then spend a night in Niagara Falls, and then maybe go
Check
to
out the falls.
Canada.
She's never seen Niagara Falls. I've seen it twice. It's ridiculously awesome.
All right, so we're gonna hit Niagara Falls and then head home, and probably just take 2 days, take our time getting home,
Yeah, and we'll probably take the ferry across.
and we can take the lake ferry for
Mhm.
sure. So that's kind of what our big
That's one trip.
epic trip plan would be. So we do need to figure out: are we going to go to Sturgis? Are we going to do Stubborn? Are we going to do, any of these? Oh, Bikes, Blues, and Bluegrass.
Bikes, blues, and barbecue.
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue we talked about too, because music, food, motorcycles.
Yeah.
I think that's like mix some friends.
Maybe
in
stay at
there
Adams
and
Campground. We'll probably tow the bikes down for that, possibly.
if we camp.
Unless Adam has a cabin available, then maybe we'll rent
Yeah.
a cabin.
If we camp, I think the way to go is the RV. So we have a Class A 30-foot RV. Easily sleeps 4, maybe 5. But that's really the way to go. The trailer pulls really well. We can go down. We talked about doing that, going to Sturgis, but I want to ride my bike there so I can get the patch that says I rode mine.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about the patch, so
Don't care.
maybe he's gonna take the RV and pull the trailer, and I'm gonna ride. Maybe. We'll see.
I'm texting your son.
Okay. Anyway, if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, stuff in the Smoky Mountains area, along the Blue Ridge Parkway that are must-see places, drop it below in the comments.
And we've done Tail of the Dragon in a car. We've done. Did we do part of the Blue Ridge Parkway?
Yeah, and we
Did we?
stopped and
Okay.
hiked, and we've done Gatlinburg. We were in Pigeon Forge for a night, so we love that area. I love that area.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We did that underground sea cave.
The cave that was over by Knoxville.
Okay.
We're closer to Knoxville. It was fun.
Yeah. So the East Coast.
So we're gonna do the East Coast this year. Well, East Central, kind of.
Yeah,
like
but then
going East
looking
Coast.
for other things that we could do, like a long weekend, or potentially.
We don't have enough to do.
I mean, I still want to do all the things.
What things?
All the things. All the motorcycle things.
Well, we've done Stubborn American. Hi, Barb.
Hey, we were talking
We were
about
just talking
Crested
about you.
Butte earlier.
We've done Stubborn American. We've done obviously the hometown rally, which we're doing again this year because it's our hometown. So
we
it's
will
kinda
be
hard not
here.
to. Barb, if you want to come up for the hometown rally, we have room. Come on up.
Yeah.
What else have we done that we?
Not a
I've done
hell of a
Arizona
lot.
Bike Week, and
Okay.
it was fun, enjoyable to ride out there. Like Heather said, when you're riding by yourself, it's just a different vibe. Like it's just mind cleansing, to be honest with you. And Ryan touches on it in his film, and it's just a different level of riding.
Yeah.
So I have this big giant stereo that I crank the living snot out of when I'm here locally. But when I went on that ride, it took me 20 hours to get down there. I may have had that radio on for a half hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's different. It's on a different level. So it's cool. So yeah, I mean, you want to do different things. Like I'm gonna probably do Daytona this year if weather pans out, which it looks like it might be. So I'll play that by ear. We'll see if your trip even happens to Texas because there's a chance it might not.
Right.
So
Mine's a work trip, and usually I'm supporting Software Go Live the first week, and this time I'm supporting on the second week for that trip. And sometimes they cancel those plans because everything goes smoothly, knock on wood.
but if they cancel, then I just come back.
Totally fine. Or if they cancel, then I fly down to Daytona and you pick me up at the airport. And then I get my
I'll be in
bike out of the
Daytona,
trailer.
honey. I'll be in Daytona while you're in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to Mexico.
She forgot she was going to Mexico.
I did not forget I'm going to Mexico, but I'm coming back from Mexico on the Monday. You're going to be gone. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Daytona starts that weekend. That you're
yeah.
still in Mexico.
Okay.
So
how long is it from here to Colorado?
20 hours, 22 hours.
How is it 20 hours? Oh, I suppose. So I was watching Barbara Peters, Many Names, who's on the chat. I was watching her latest rendezvous video. She participates in these like historic rendezvous things. They go camp out in the mountains, in the wilderness, and it's like they just bring the stuff that they used to have back many, many years ago. Barb, you'll have to let me know like timeline. I didn't check on the period in history. It just looks like an excuse, living history. There you go. It's just an excuse to go drink in the mountains, I think.
I mean, it's kind of like our brat
out
days.
of an old cup.
It's like our brat days.
Out of a really old cup.
We got to have a festival
and
for
shoot
everything.
Some muskets. 1820 to 1840. Okay. Yeah. It looks really cool. It looks really super peaceful and like just hang out.
Call it rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
It's a rendezvous.
Oh my God. What am I going to do with this
guy?
You don't. So I am going to come out there someday and do that. It would be fun. It's French.
Oui, oui.
Bonjour. Someday I'm going to come out and do that. It's probably not going to be this summer, but definitely in the next few years.
Well, we will.
I think it would be super
we'll go
fun.
Through there on the way back from our West Coast trip.
Yeah, so next summer maybe West Coast trip. We did the Pacific Coast Highway from Seattle all the way to San Diego a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
we flew out there, rented a car, and spent a week driving.
We rented a Camaro.
Yeah, it was fun, and it was.
Was it? No.
Challenger. It was a Challenger. We rented a Dodge Challenger. But we want to do that on the bikes because when we were riding out there and we're like, man, this would be so cool on a bike. Yeah. I wanted to go from the south to the north because then that way you're not on the edge of the cliff. He wanted to go from the north to the south.
I liked being on the edge of the cliff.
So
you'll be riding in the center line anyway, and I'll ride on the. I'll get the cool shots.
Fine, I'll edit them into my video.
All right, so that's what we're doing. Barb, what are you doing this year? What are you
going to Stubborn? Are you what other events are you doing?
I see we have 5 people in here. Who else is in here? George is in here. Ryan's in here. Barb's in here.
I don't know how to tell.
I don't.
Right. Again, we're new at this live stream.
BD.
Thing.
What's up, BD?
BD Rider. What part of the country are you from, BD?
So it's French. So Barbara, nothing planned so far. Thinking of a trip to Tombstone with Scruffy.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Tombstone would be cool. When we do some like that, go west. We'll have to hit a bunch of things when we go west.
That's a lot. I mean, we taking a whole month to do this?
Yeah. So west? if we
Myrtle Beach,
we would need more
from
than
Pittsburgh.
A month.
Nice. We like Myrtle Beach.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, just move there. Okay, cool.
We love Myrtle Beach.
I do like Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
Is there a lot of riding around there? Like
they have a rally there.
Yeah. We found in Florida, like it was nice to be on the beach, and we found the Gulf Coast National Seashore. That was beautiful. And we took that to and from Pensacola all week.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there were a lot of just vacation homes and stuff. So even riding up through like Destin, you really didn't see the beach and scenery. You just kind of dealt with traffic, speed humps.
What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about like how is Myrtle Beach for riding
compared
and scenery
to Navarre?
Compared to like
I got you.
In Florida, right?
Johnny Ringo's grave. All right. See, I'm gonna have to look that guy up. I don't remember. Fill me in. Who is he, George? Was he a gunslinger back in the day?
Tombstone. I'm writing all this stuff down.
I mean, if we do the Pacific Coast Highway and end up in San Diego, we might have to stop and see Full Throttle Hog. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, if we have time.
Yes.
I don't know
of
that we'll have
course.
time, but you know,
Whatever. We will make time.
stood me up and
Yes, watch Tombstone. Okay, we'll have to
Arizona.
put that on our list.
That's a big nose in the camera. Yes, I know. Okay.
She was just outside. Now she wants
She wants to go to bed.
Love to have it. Yeah, planning a West Coast trip. Okay. Oh my God, you don't know Johnny Ringo. I don't either. I can Google it right now.
Bro.
Like,
I am
from
not
the
a
Beatles?
I am not John Ringo from the Beatles. That one I know.
His name is not John Ringo. It's just
Ringo Starr. Maybe his middle name was John. No, I don't know who Johnny Ringo is. I don't watch
John Peters Ringo, Old West outlaw, loosely associated with.
So he was a gunslinger. That's what I said.
From the 1850 through 1882. Oh, that lines up probably with. Oh, that almost lines up with Barbara's living history timeline.
Yeah.
A little after that. Okay, Wyatt Earp and Mason County War in Texas.
We're used to traffic, BD. It's kind of a norm.
I don't like
Moab.
traffic.
She doesn't like traffic, but she's done fine with traffic. We drove through Nashville in a rainstorm on I-40. She's fine.
I'm not saying I'm not fine. I'm saying I don't enjoy it.
No, I agree. I don't enjoy it either. So I'd much rather be out.
So for the homecoming rally in Milwaukee last year, or the hometown rally, or whatever they decide to call it now.
Hometown.
Okay. I thought it was homecoming. Harley Homecoming. They changed it to where it didn't make sense.
Homecoming. You're right. I think
and they moved it to the summer instead of Labor Day, but we won't even get into that tonight.
So anyway, the title was, we want to know what your thoughts are and where we should go or stop. So our trip this year will include our trip down through Nashville, the East Coast, East Central, we should say.
Blue Ridge Parkway, and
Niagara Falls. So we'll go up through New York to Niagara Falls. Yeah, and then back. And then we'll the week and a half before that is the homecoming rally.
Yep. And then the week after that is Sturgis. So who's planning on Sturgis?
Yeah.
George, BD, Barb, any of you guys? Full Throttle Hog. I know we chatted already.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. He doesn't know.
I mean, it's still early.
He's thinking about going to Daytona yet.
I feel like you can make last minute on that. Not this year, maybe, but next. Yeah, I was thinking of next year because it's the 85th, I think, anniversary of Sturgis. So then I figure those 5-year increments, people tend to make a more of a big deal about it. Yeah. So I think that would be good. I mean, I don't know. Like we talked about, like, okay, we have to at least have to go once, but then, we've heard good things like, the riding's amazing out there and
the people watching.
So
I mean, I'm just gonna pull up a chair and watch everybody.
Going a couple times might be fine.
Yeah, we've never done Sturgis.
Heading down to Daytona. Oh, you're going down to Daytona. Oh, yeah. Myrtle Beach is pretty close. The 6th through the 10th this year. So if you go down, you'll have to.
I'll hook up with you, BD, for sure. Trying to get work to send me up there during that week. There you go. Make it a work trip. Beautiful.
Ooh, we don't have any plants in the Dakotas. Yeah, Barb, I think going like the week before, or at least a few days, just a few days before, because then, like, I want to be there for part of it, but I wouldn't mind doing some riding early.
And we might incorporate that with our big West Coast trip. Like Sturgis is probably going to be our first stop on the way out to the West.
Oh yeah, and we could head up through Montana.
We'll skip Nebraska.
Well, I mean,
it's Nebraska.
I have nothing against Nebraska.
There's nothing to see in Nebraska.
Okay, well, whatever. That's not
Just
our.
saying.
We have no beef with Nebraska.
I have a beef. I've driven through Nebraska.
Oh well.
I can honestly say Nebraska, Ryan is dead on with Nebraska. You can never go
The
back.
comments by this man right here, by Two Wheel Travels, do not reflect necessarily the Moto Yogi Adventures. Do I need a disclaimer?
See?
Okay, fine. Well, so I think now I have to go to Nebraska so I can.
She can do that trip on her own.
Prove I'm gonna solo trip to Nebraska. It's gonna be a really exciting video. I can already tell.
Yeah, Iowa's just about as fun.
Yeah.
Especially especially the west side of Iowa.
Yeah. Well, we're at 35 minutes. See the same bush for 900
miles.
All right, Barb will meet me in Nebraska. We'll go. Anyway,
boy.
but I want to sign off for tonight. It's already a half hour. I got in the door from teaching yoga, and I'm like,
it
was 96 degrees in yoga, and I was subbing for one of the other teachers who's on a big trip to exotic Nicaragua right now.
And the puppy
and he's
wants
like,
to go to
let's
bed.
go live. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a sweaty mess. And he's like, you're fine. So here we are live. Thanks for your input. If you're watching this on the replay, put some comments below where you think we should go, things we shouldn't miss. And then stop. There is no farting on the live stream. Jeez. I apologize for this man. Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
I love you, sweetie.
All right. I will come visit. Yeah, we're going to come visit Barb. All right. Good to talk with everybody tonight. Take care. Signing out. Ending the stream.
See you guys. Peace out.
Peace out.